Here with Concordia head women's soccer coach Greg Henson after a 1-0 win over 20th ranked Hastings to clinch the outright regular season championship. Just what does that sound like, knowing what this journey has been like, to hear that you are the champions of the regular season?
Yeah, it feels great. I mean, it's all the credit to the players. They've had a tremendous season, and so we got to the conference season, our level has just picked up, and feel like we've gotten better and better each game that's gone, and really the players just buy into that one game at a time mentality that's cliche, but it's so true at this time of year, and it's 5 years that I've been here. This has been one of the goals for the program, was to win the regular season championship, and we're close in 2014, and for the players to give themselves the opportunity tonight to do it, and then come out and seize that opportunity. I can't be any more proud of the players on this roster. All 30 of them for the effort they put in day and day out, and the things that we ask them to do, and they go out and accomplish it. And so it's just a great feeling for the players.
Well, you had a lot of tough games down the stretch. 3 1-0 wins in a row, 2 of them against ranked opponents. Midland and Hastings, of course, were the ranked teams all season, and Concordia comes out on top. How did that maybe impact your players, just seeing that those two teams were the teams that got a lot of the attention?
I think really with those two teams, those are for us here within the Concordia women's soccer program. Midland and Hastings are our big rivals, and there's others. Morningside's always a big rival as well. But it doesn't take much for our players to get up for those games. They're excited. They circle those dates on the calendar, and I think overall though, it's just important to know. I mean, the GPAC is just getting better and better every season in women's soccer, top to bottom. So there's very few days off and games that you can just say, okay, yeah, we have this one. And the 3-1-0 wins in a row, you forget, you don't mention Dort in there. Dort's a very talented program and very dangerous goal scorers up front. That so it was really 3 games in a row that we really had to battle through and grind out. And to win a championship, or whether it's regular season or tournament, you're not always going to play beautiful soccer, and it might not always look pretty, and sometimes you got to grind out the win. And I thought our players did a great job of that today, of just managing out the game and seeing out the victory.
Well, at some point you needed someone to step up if you're going to claim a win tonight and get a goal. Caitlin Radabaugh has been someone who's delivered a lot of energy off the bench. What can you say about a freshman coming through in that kind of moment?
It's huge, and Kayla's done it all year, so it's not just this game. This moment. I think that's her 9th goal of the year, so she's tied for the lead, and she does a great job and sparks us every time she steps on the field. The energy level of our team just increases, and she's done that in about averaging probably 40 minutes a game, something along those lines. So she's done a great job for us off the bench. She enjoys that role and does a great job, and worthy of all the recognition that she's been getting for it.
The last thing, we're starting to get used to more postseason games here at home now. What can you say about the atmosphere that you had tonight and how that's kind of growing here on campus?
Yeah, I think it's great. I mean, again, we had a great crowd. It rivaled the crowd from the championship game last year, and the athletes here, do a great job of supporting one another. The student body as a whole supporting, the athletes that are playing, and Bulldogs support Bulldogs, and that really goes a long way. And and if we can create this type of energy tonight for a championship game, we got a playoff game next Thursday, so hopefully we can get some more fans out in the seats for that game as well. And as I told the players all along, if you get yourself into a championship situation, the fans are going to show up, and they did tonight, and they were great, and it was a big boost for our players. And I can't thank them enough for taking the time out to support the players on our team.